Hey, hi everyone. Welcome back to the amazing podcast. So this side Akshay Kurhekar, a founder and CEO of Monorecha Tech Innovations. Now, today we have a very special guest, like my great mentor who always supported me and always helped me in my most difficult situation. So very first I would like to thank you Manju sir for giving their precious time, and now I'm super excited. This particular podcast I'm planning from the very long time, but due to time availability, sir is super busy. I didn't got chance, but no less, like we got the chance, and now we have here a great personality, Manju sir. Hi sir, how are you?
Hi, Akshay. Good morning to everyone, and for the different time zones, in case anybody else, my apologies.
Yeah,
Good afternoon, good evening. So, thanks, Akshay, for bringing me in. I made you wait for quite a long time to get this happening,
yeah,
but everything, as they say, there should be a right time.
right
Right
time.
time things
Yes,
happen is
correct,
always better.
perfect.
Thanks for bringing me in. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes. So, guys, some little background I would like to set. Manju sir has a extensive, huge experience, or we can say the expertise in cybersecurity domain identity. He is a director of Secure Logic and non-executive director at TrustGrid as well, and other of companies he have already been involved and doing a lot of things. So, without any delay, I would like to get the proper great introduction from sir itself. So, sir, over to you. Would you like to introduce yourself, sir? Yeah.
Yeah, yes, sure. Thanks, Akshay. Myself, as Akshay already mentioned, I'm Dr. Manju Devaraj, and uh, I have a career experience in terms of working in the IT industry for around 23 years of experience.
Mm-hmm.
I walked through the path starting from my engineer background. So as a bachelor of engineering, my BE,
Mm-hmm.
and then I took up a role as a network engineer, doing those hands-on jobs. I was a bit lucky to say that every time,
Mm-hmm.
even though I had my own challenges, as everyone does in their life.
Mm-hmm.
So I was lucky enough to have a first job where I could directly interact with the MD after some time, not initially, but after some time, wherein he put a trust in me, and he started giving me privilege to implement a lot of things and also try to get me to the customer side. The
Mm-hmm.
first role was a small company, but it's not too small though. A Bangalore-based company, but it also had an office in Singapore.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a network engineer job, and then yeah, that's where my journey started. And I have to first
Mm-hmm.
show my gratitude to the first company. It's called Crossmetrics. Even today, the company exists. They are doing their he's retired. My boss is retired.
Amazing.
Has gone to the back seat, and then their
Ah,
children came studied in abroad. They've taken
mm-hmm.
over. Is what he told me sometime before when
Nice.
I spoke to
Nice.
him.
Mm-hmm.
So my daughter has taken over, and my son-in-law, and all this. So
Amazing.
I've walked through this small to bigger MNCs to path
Mm-hmm.
of I did work with bigger MNCs, multinational companies. Yahoo worked for a while, and then I
Mm-hmm.
worked that for the global operation network operation center. So that gave me a immense experience to understand how this Yahoo as a first company, internet company,
Mm-hmm.
we all saw when we opened
Yeah,
our eyes to internet. Is Yahoo was the big company, because those days I
correct.
still remember. We go back to
Mm-hmm.
engineering, internet lab. There's a
Mm-hmm.
few pieces which are, and first page I would say is Yahoo, and
Right.
everybody is like, "Oh, Yahoo! Yahoo means internet, right?"
Internet,
But
correct.
that
Yeah.
that was the theme which was said. Yahoo means internet, right?
Mm.
Because internet was very innate, means very fundamental for us,
Right.
and nobody knew about all these services what exist today. Like
Mm-hmm.
IRC chat used to be a biggest thing. Yeah.
Mm.
And if you want to chat, you go to the IRC chat, and it's like,
Okay.
wow, a lot of people channels, and you join groups
Like
and all.
WhatsApp sort of thing. Yeah.
WhatsApp was not even in the dream of anybody,
Of course.
probably. Yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah.
time.
You
Yes,
have to have
correct.
this. I have
Uh,
this thick application. It's not a thin client. It's a thick
uh,
application installed on a computer. You need to go to the cyber center
uh,
to get the
right.
IRC.
Right.
So
Right.
not many
Mm.
afford to have an internet connection even at home. Expensive.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
expensive. Yeah,
Yeah.
those days are very reflecting back on how we
Mm.
lived. We enjoyed small things in life, right?
Right. Right.
Small things
Right.
because small
Small
bandwidth.
things. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so started from the Yahoo. I worked, and then I worked with IBM. I worked with
Mm.
Siemens, and then
Mm-hmm.
I worked for Customs and Ports General Authority. It's a government job in Middle East for
Uh-huh.
Doha, Qatar. There also, I got an opportunity to interact with now from India to other sects and try to understand their culture, and then
Mm-hmm.
government part of it, how the government
Mm.
operates in the Middle
Mm-hmm.
East and oil-rich countries.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're different mindsets, different people.
Right.
You gain experience, you learn through those. Yeah, IBM was also a journey where
Mm.
definitely a lot of things we implemented innovatively.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I always want to solve a problem. When people come and say
Mm.
there's a problem, I used to get excited.
Oh.
Unfortunately, many run away, many run away,
Yeah.
many
Yeah.
run
Yeah.
away.
Yeah. Ha, ha,
They
ha.
say, "Why are you bringing problems?" But I used to say, "Oh, okay,
Mm.
problem, welcome."
Problem. Opportunity to solve it. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So you
Mm.
cannot. The theme is one cannot be a winner until
Mm.
you get an opportunity, and the
True.
opportunity is a challenge. Please understand,
Mm.
every opportunity is a challenge. And
Opportunity is challenge. Right.
an idiot will think an
Ah.
opportunity is a positive there is nothing called negative and
Mm.
positive opportunity.
Interesting.
Okay.
Haha.
Yeah, there is only opportunity. Opportunity
Mm.
is a challenge because without your
Mm.
effort, without your plan, without your execution, proper execution, the
Mm.
opportunity will go useless. So
Mm.
that's why they say when opportunity knocks your door,
Haha.
open the door, welcome it, and
Welcome.
pick it and work towards it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
So there are people
Mm-hmm.
who always want to evaluate whether I want to take this and execute or not, right?
Mm. Mm-hmm.
But
Right.
I could tell in the entire career. I know you
Mm-hmm.
asked me introduction. I'm already running through the process of
No worries,
of
sir.
running through the
It's our
journey
flow
itself.
now.
Yeah,
Anything is
yeah.
yours. Yes.
It should be a flow, natural flow for
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
people also, right?
Yes. Yes.
See, this is every day. One or the other time, there are challenges people bring in, and there are problems that people discuss. Not my
Mm.
problem, somebody else's problem.
Mm-hmm.
Our own problem, other people's problem. The
Mm.
problems are everywhere. What do you want
Mm.
to do with the problem? Is the question.
Mm. Right. So either solve it or let it go.
No, you see, the problem is when the problem comes to you, there is a reason it's coming.
Okay.
Somebody brings a problem to you.
Mm.
Somebody brings on a plate a dish for you with love. Would you just
Mm.
let it go? Just say, I don't want to eat it. Take it away. No.
No. No. At least we'll take respect that.
Try,
Try it.
try to
Yes.
take a bit of it, right?
Right. Right.
Try to take a bit of it and
Right.
peacefully, happily
Mm.
digest it. So
Right.
that's what you have to do. You don't
Mm.
have to just say no, and because when people come to you, they come with uh, some level of trust they're putting in you,
Mm.
right? The
Right.
trust matters a lot. When you don't
Mm.
act to those situations, right? When you don't
Mm-hmm.
provide the necessary guidance or support,
Mm.
as I heard in your initial introduction, very clear.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm.
said, I supported you in your crisis. Today, you
Yeah.
stand by and I
Mm.
stand by and we
Mm.
connect just because of one strong reason. If I'd have
Yeah.
just said, I'm busy, Akshay, we'll catch up. No, sorry,
Mm.
I know, yeah, you please manage. Yeah, I really don't, I cannot do anything. Sorry for that. I'm
Yeah.
really tired with many. You don't want to approach people who
Right.
really don't want to act to
Mm.
somebody's crisis, right?
Right. Right.
So even this morning when I woke up, I just have to I have the message I put up for every day I have one or the other. I go to a
Mm.
Ar- Ayurvedic the medical shop, or
Right.
I go to a allopathy medical shop. They all talk
Mm.
about problems, diseases. They all talk this,
Mm-hmm.
and many a times they discuss, and then I reply back. And
Mm.
sometimes there are doctors in sitting in these Ayurvedic small shops where the small consultation
Okay.
they provide in the same shop because they want to have
Mm.
customers come in, so they use
Mm-hmm.
this as an opportunity that they can sell also medicines.
Okay.
Then there is an opportunity to discuss there, right? It's an
Mm.
opportunity. Why do people bring problems or topics to you? Is because they feel maybe you can help.
Mm. Correct. As simple as that. Yes. True.
As simple as that. Not to let it
Right.
go, right? Let
Right.
it go when, I'll tell you. You
Mm.
have to let it go when.
Mm.
When you know it, you have to let it go. When things are not
Mm.
working, just let it go. But
Mm.
without a try, don't let it go.
Okay. at least give a try. If the
Yeah.
opportunities or any problems coming to your door,
Yes.
you have to open the door, test
Yes.
it, try it. If things are
Yeah.
not working, then let it go.
Let
At
it
least
go.
first
Let it
try
go.
it.
Let it
Yeah.
free, because
Yeah.
free,
Mm.
letting things free is one of the other principles we should be following, right?
Yeah.
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 Let it free, because anything which
Mm.
is bound, entangled, as it's so as has been restricted, lose the
Mm.
freedom, has lost
Mm.
his will. So we should not constrain, because this universe is about everything is about free will.
Mm.
The
Free will.
mango on a mango tree. You saw the
Mm.
mango season, you ate a lot of mangoes.
Right.
Did the mango tree cry? Why are you plucking the mango out of a tree?
No, of course not.
Yeah,
Right.
this is the nature of the universe, right?
Mm.
Universe doesn't cry, but humans cry because we don't understand.
True.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's why. Yeah, and just continuity to my
Yeah.
the journey of my career. I took up. See, every journey had its own challenges, right? IBM has its own challenges. Those days, as I said, internet was a big thing, even in IBM times. Yesterday, I met the entire IBM team. It's called Team
Oh.
One, and it's good to see connect back to people, right? And then
Right.
when I reflect back, right, those days is like, oh, IBM, the entire IBM is a very big crowd. And the entire IBM is around, let's take around 40, 50,000 employees in India. And the internet bandwidth capacity planning goes to 3 kbps per employee. 3 kbps per
3
employee. I'm telling you,
kbps. 3
that's the
kbps.
capacity planning. I still remember the formula they told me. And then 3 kbps is a joke now.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, this is the reality of my. Still, I have the sheets where it says 3 kbps planning. And
Oh.
with little things, what you get, you
Mm.
have to do brilliant things. But now you get a lot, you don't do anything brilliant.
Now a lot of trial and error, unnecessary searching stuff, googling stuff is there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
So, and
Mm.
in fact, just go back to the past, right? Those little things, and even I don't know, when you started looking at the TV, whether probably it was already a color TV. There used to be black and white TVs, right?
Black and
And
white
people used
TV.
to be so
Yes.
excited with those black and white TVs.
Yeah. Right. So
And
because it is like the first time they're observing something new and creative, the pictures on the screen. It's
yeah,
like, yeah, theater in their home. So they have people, of course, got
it's
excited.
content. More
Content.
than all
Yeah.
this is content,
Content.
right?
Yes.
The content, what you're getting in a small thing, you don't get it now in a bigger thing. This is the major deficiency.
True.
This is not A, B, C, D, Z deficiency. This is a major deficiency. The physicians in the hospitals don't feel these deficiencies. This is a
Yeah,
mental deficiency.
mental deficiency. Yes, there is no cure here. Okay.
So as long as people realize that, be contented. There is no limit. There is no limit for anything.
Right.
Today I'll tell you. Today you did a great podcast, and hopefully with God's grace and universe blessing, you did a great podcast, and a lot of people start looking at it, and definitely you will develop an eagerness to do even better. That is good. I'm not
Right.
telling, but don't forget to the point that you can to find happiness in small things.
That is very important. That is
Don't
something
forget the
which
fundamentals.
yeah, fundamentals. Yes, correct.
Yeah, fundamentals are very important, right? Today, the entire world, to be honest, I go to hospital. Every one of us, your parents, your faraway relatives, your friends went into hospital. Everything is so commercialized. Everything is like, you go in there, you say, can you fill in the form and can you make this deposit? Then only you'll get you admitted.
Yes, true.
Where's the fundamentals? Where's the humanity is in disgrace, right? There is no fundamental. That's why. Now, back to those days of internet happiness, what we used to get. Now, the IBM had a problem with this small internet happiness, because it's not 3 kbps. And then my manager got this, this challenge to sort it out, and he said, oh, there are some special teams, right? There are also special people, special team everywhere.
Okay.
They'll be treated special. Okay.
Okay.
And those teams were crying, saying that, oh, we cannot work at this speed, the bandwidth. And there used to be a product called Rational Laws, which is treated as those team was treated as VIPs, very important. People are the personal and the groups. So they need extra bandwidth. And can we solve this problem? Then I had to think out of the box and see how. the entire India infrastructure was planned like this, and the entire India bandwidth was also means India bandwidth itself is expensive.
Was yeah.
Expensive, very expensive. On top of it, if I go and tell the company, I just obtained 50 more gigs, 100 more gigs, they're gonna say, oh, this recommendation we don't need from you, don't want it from you. This is bullshit, right? We know. You are going and telling a person, oh, you have a problem, go get it, get solve your problem. And say, I don't need this kind of responses, right? You have a
Right.
problem, right?
They know
Why don't you
to
sit and
solve it.
solve?
Yeah.
Just solve it. This is not a solution, right? This is
Right.
not solution-oriented conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So the responses have to be very solution-focused, right? And it should really make an impact. Then you have to go out of the box, think, how do we solve this problem? And and at last I found a solution, right? Solution is, I try to go, try to stand on top of the shoulder, jump onto the shoulders of the giants, architecture board and all. They said, hey, gentlemen, why are you trying to tell us what we have to do? We know what we have to do. You just do your job. You get cut everywhere, right? My manager got cut because he was also told, why are you guys coming? Yeah, guys don't deal with Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes was a internet infrastructure at IBM, and then those days, and it's controlled by a different team, right? And when we try to step into other people's job and shoes, they get hitched. But you are trying to solve a problem.
Right.
But they don't realize, but they get hitched because they think you're trying to spoil their job.
Right.
This is the problem all across psychology, right? Until I cannot tell because I was a very small guy, a very small guy, small fish in a great pond or a big pond or probably in a river swimming.
Yeah.
And my manager was a little bigger, maybe not that big also, because IBM was the ocean.
Yes. Right.
So there's always a challenge, and people tend to put you down also by talking, saying, that's why they say in American wordings, naysayer. Don't believe naysayers. The one who says no for you straight away. Don't believe them. Believe those people who say, yes, I think you can do it. Yes, I think you should try. There are a lot of people there. 70 to 80% of the people in the world will immediately say, I want to do something great. Why, man? You see, I don't feel that you should be focusing there enough. But when you get a gut feel, right? Once again, back to fundamentals, gut feel. When you get a gut feel in you, you have a feeling that I have to walk through some path. Don't get simply opinions from people who do no add-on to your life. Opinions from people who can really add some value to your life.
Right.
Because there are so many people who want to. There are so many outside. What do they call? There are people, so many who I can say that they wear a mask. Now, once again, personal is itself. Persona is you guys use the persona, right? Very well. Is a Greek or some word imported from somewhere else. It's not an original word from English, right?
Right.
So persona is itself is a mask. We talk about personality development. What are you trying to develop? Are you developing a mask?
Right. We're trying to develop a persona, the mask, how to be another person.
How to fool others.
In short,
how to fool others.
Right.
How to fool others. That's been the case with many. And leaders, I'm telling you, people think, oh, are you a chief minister or a prime minister? I don't give a crap. Why? Because I don't have to be. Because I'm a leader for my life. I'm a leader for myself, rather than anything else. When there is a crisis, I know I act very wisely. When I have to really confront, I confront straight, direct. And that's a quality of a leader. I don't need somebody to attest this, saying you are a leader. I attest
this. Very important. Very well said, sir. Like, this is a great thought. So many people try to chase the appreciation or some attestation from others. Ki someone should appraise me, someone should say good about me, then I'll feel good. But that's it's completely doesn't make sense. You have to be happy. The fundamental your gut feeling and the small happiness should be within yourself. You should be very strong enough to take the bold decisions, and you have
Yep.
to act wise in your crisis. That's what
Yeah.
important.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
well
yeah.
said, sir.
So you
Yeah.
need to have self motivation,
Hmm.
higher self
Hmm.
motivation.
Right.
So you got it very right, saying
Hmm.
people lack self motivation. That's where they look out for external factors to motivate them.
Hmm. Right. I have here one question, very curious question. You said very well, people are lacking of the self motivation, right? And
Yeah.
that's they start looking for the motivation from the outside world. But uh, as you are already the experienced leader, this is a very common problem for a lot of youth specifically, because my target audience is youth and I'm itself is youth, the new one. So I would like to talk more in terms of, or try to get your suggestions and thoughts where it's going to help me and my fellow audience. So what things or what methods we should follow to keep ourselves self motivated and positive in the
Okay.
this whole environment, because we see a lot of negativity surrounding and so
Yeah.
many people
Yeah.
will try
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
pull your leg,
Yeah.
but still you have to
Yeah.
be motivated. So what
Whether
things
they
we
are
can do?
pulling your leg or pulling your hairs from your head down, I don't know, right?
Okay, yeah, we
What
don't
they're
know.
trying to
True,
do, you
true,
also don't know until
true.
you see
Uh-huh.
until you see a bunch of hairs lying on the floor somewhere. Somebody pulled your hair out, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
we
yeah,
don't know what they're trying to do, because yeah, it's
yeah.
good point, very
Hmm.
good point, that self. I put it as a self quotient. I
Hmm.
put it as a self quotient.
Okay.
Keep self as a quotient.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there is a human quotient,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
there is a intellectual quotient. There is an
Right.
emotional quotient.
Emotional question.
Let me
Right.
bring some management studies.
Mm-hmm.
I did not study
Hmm.
Harvard or Stanford, but I
Hmm.
did the best of the readings to bring
Hmm.
best of the knowledge there, and there are quotients there, right?
Hmm.
Where we talk about this human quotient. When we talk, the human
Hmm.
quotient is higher in people who are self quotient is higher. Now,
Okay.
what is self quotient? Self
Yes.
quotient has many other quotients, I'll tell you. Then
Okay.
we talk about leadership program, personality development. They talk
Hmm.
about um, self realization, self
Hmm.
reflection. Self
Hmm.
reflection most badly used by people, by
Hmm.
badly used by people, I said, because they will not be reflecting themselves, but they'll be telling others. Yeah,
Oh.
self reflection is very important. I've heard this
Hmm.
from many people who don't reflect on themselves,
Okay.
but they'll be
Mm-hmm.
telling others easily, just to make an
Mm-hmm.
impression on,
Impression. Yeah.
because
Mm.
y- you will not be fooled until somebody impresses you.
True.
Right
Right.
now, the self motivation, self
Mm-hmm.
reflection,
Mm.
self very important. Self
Mm.
there are so many selves, right?
Mm.
Self motivation is one. Self reflection is a very powerful word. The last
Mm.
level is in the Maslow's theory of in the hierarchy, in the
Mm-hmm.
hierarchy of the pyramid. What he creates, Maslow's, we learned in those college and schools and some books, right?
Okay.
So he always put basic needs in the bottom, and on top of the
Mm.
pyramid was the self actualization. Very, even
Mm.
he realized,
Uh-huh.
theoretical model. He realized there are
Mm.
practical models which was later altered by many other
Mm.
people. They have
Okay.
created a practical model of it. I've
Mm.
seen all the models and created my own model also. That is for my
Mm.
that was for my thesis doctorate dissertation for the metaphysics, right?
Interesting.
I created a model variant for that to see how the human life can evolve,
Hmm.
evolution process, how the
Okay.
consciousness evolves, mapping to the
Very
consciousness.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Consciousness. Okay.
yeah,
We will talk
consciousness,
more
right?
on this.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
because
Yeah.
medical science, yeah,
Hmm.
it's a very interesting topic, which is a
Yes.
blind spot, or for many people don't understand this at all. They watch
Hmm.
video,
Hmm.
they watch audio,
Hmm.
but the problem is their consciousness never realizes the actuality of it.
Okay.
Are you
Oh.
a realized
Hmm.
conscious? Are you
Hmm.
are you are a greater consciousness? You are a
Hmm.
higher consciousness. You are a
Hmm.
lower. Why do people bring this discrimination in the consciousness? Because how
Hmm.
much you have evolved
Hmm. Hmm.
in your
Hmm.
intellectual capability,
Hmm.
based on that, human have a tendency to write down saying you are evolved, you're intellectually
Mm.
capable, you are highly intellectual, you
Yeah.
are evolved, you are higher, your consciousness is higher, like
Higher.
that, right?
Right. Right.
But actually,
Mm.
if you ask me, it is
Mhm.
not the intellectual capability alone. Many have a very high
Mm.
intellectual capability, but
Mm.
they are not
Not
consciously
conscious.
evolved.
Ah.
Consciously evolved. They are conscious.
Consciously
They will
evolved.
watch you. Oh,
Ah.
now Akshay, I saw him, is deeply watching me. You're conscious.
Right.
You're
Mm.
conscious.
Mm.
You cannot say that they're not conscious. They're very
Mm.
conscious, right? But
Mm.
when I ask you a question,
Mm.
you just said because they're not conscious. Now,
Mm.
consciousness, the dog is conscious. A dog is conscious. Is dog
Mm.
conscious?
I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
yes. Yeah.
maybe yes, no, right?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing, right? The dog doesn't, dog is
Mm.
intelligent.
Mm.
You agree? Dog is intelligent?
Might be some places because
No, a
if
trained dog is
yeah,
intelligent.
yeah,
Dog
of
can
course.
be more intelligent than humans in certain aspects of certain
Okay.
tasks.
Mm-hmm.
A sniffer dog,
Mm.
is it intelligent than human? By sniffing, for sniffing. Sniffer
No,
dog.
sniffer
Sniffer
dog.
dog. It means the
Yeah.
one who's you see in the airport, they go sniff and
Yeah, yeah,
pull
yeah,
out the
yeah.
bag saying which has
Yes,
all the
yes.
something, right? They are
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
intelligent than
yeah. The
humans.
sense
Definitely
is
intelligent
yeah, the sensing
for that
power is
task.
more. They are trained for
For
that
that task.
specific task. Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
So that's what it is, right? A
Mm.
dog develops its own consciousness. I'll tell
Mm.
you.
Consciously evolved one. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. So now, does a dog has a wisdom? Nobody
Wisdom.
asked this question in any podcast. I'm
Right.
asking you.
I really don't know, by the way, because I don't know how
So
dog thinks. Yeah.
nobody, a simple
Mhm.
answer would come out from
Yeah.
you, person is, I did
Yeah.
not speak to dog did not answer me.
Yeah, of course. I knew I had a conversation with a podcast with the dog to understand what dog feels.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so this is the point, right?
Mm.
See, there are things, right? Because so now, what about the motivational factor for dog?
Mm.
Is dog motivated?
Again, same.
Yes. Dogs gets motivated when they see the
Mm.
masters,
Mm.
when they see the masters playing with them, when they see the
Mm.
masters giving them food,
Mm.
when they get the food, when they get the
Mm.
best food,
Mm.
when you cuddle a dog, they get motivated. They
Mm.
make a
Mm.
they make a nice impression, no, like this. When
Mm.
you put the hand on the, that's
Yeah.
the motivation. So now,
Mm.
what is the self motivation? Is there are dogs which don't need biscuits to be thrown
Mm.
to them or given
Mm.
to them for them
Mm.
to eat and jump and all. With your command, they just do the job. You don't have to
Right.
show them biscuits or you don't have to show them
Mm.
bones.
Mm.
The difference is there are dogs which do that because they train their mind. They train their mind. External part of the training happened, but later they realized,
Mm.
I'm talking now, dog as in the species evolution process, it's
Mm.
considered as a little lower than human beings, right?
Mm.
But the
Right.
closest friend.
Mm.
But what we have to realize is a dog also has a motivational quotient. There is a self-motivation quotient to the dog also. How much
Mm.
of that is developed in your dog? Means I took an animal as an example because it's a low
Mm-hmm.
level, a
Yeah.
low level evolved creature
Mm.
according to the evolution process, right?
Right.
Evolution process. Now,
Mm-hmm.
why I said is Maslow's theory of hierarchy. He said
Mm-hmm.
basic needs is the bottom of the pyramid.
Mm.
Bottom of the pyramid.
Mm.
Everybody, if a human being is just happy with basic needs and
Mm.
just give him something, he's happy and he doesn't want to evolve. He
Mm.
doesn't want to make his life better.
Better.
There is a problem, he said.
Mm.
There is a
Okay.
problem.
Mm.
Means a human as the best among the creation should be focusing towards much more than just food, shelter, and that need basic.
Yeah, basic needs. They have to be they have to evolve. Like
Yeah.
if your basic need is already there,
Yeah.
what is the next thing you are chasing for? Right.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
don't have to stand in the same station always,
Station.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
That's not the human. Human is
Mm.
the most evolved, most sophisticated, and the complicated evolution. In the evolution process, humans
Right.
should evolve to
Mm.
use their best of the intelligence given, intellectual capability, which is not
Mm.
given to many animals which don't have because they cannot
Right.
speak.
Exactly.
The main problem, they cannot speak. That's
They
why I
cannot
made
speak.
you saying, yeah, they cannot
Can you?
speak.
Right. Yes.
That's
Correct.
where the intellectual capability has been cut.
Hmm.
So now, having said human got this blessing, what
Hmm.
are you trying to do? Why are you sitting
Hmm.
in the same station, just being
Hmm.
happy with whatever is the Now, I want to take one of few of the quotes, right? Bill
Yeah.
Gates wrote this in
Hmm.
as a quote, right? He said,
Hmm.
"You are born as a beggar is not a curse or a problem, but you
Hmm.
stay as a beggar is the biggest
Baker.
curse that one can have
Yeah.
on their life. You have
Right.
to evolve to become better."
Yes.
So, see, people have everybody's got their own opinions on everyone, right?
True. True.
But you look at the brighter side of life. What
Hmm.
people said,
Hmm.
Elon Musk, somebody likes, somebody don't like. He's a idiot. But look at the brighter side of life. Why they are sitting on
Hmm.
the in a certain stage, certain position. But luck prevails in many cases, but not always.
Hmm. Right.
Yeah, not always. Not
Not
always. Condition
always.
is not always.
Right.
There is a evolution process. There is a self-motivation process. That is self-motivation is developed when you cut the external parameters. You might
Hmm.
get trained by me today. I might
Hmm.
train you today for few
Hmm.
hours. That is
Hmm.
not the end of it. You
Right.
have to do your own self-effort.
Exactly. I
Ah,
have to get things from you, what you are giving me, and I have to keep practicing on top of it.
practice.
Practice, man, makes
Then you
perfect, right?
become self.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the point.
Hmm.
And then when you act, when you
Hmm.
start acting at every instance of your life, your
Hmm.
consciousness should monitor your own actions. This is called
Hmm.
self-reflection.
Yeah. This is called self-reflection, not
Ah,
just
not just
talking.
preaching others. There are many who just give gyan.
Yeah.
Fukad
Right.
gyan, free
Right.
gyan, le
Right.
lo bhai,
Yeah.
le lo, kitna chahiye le lo, paisa nahi dena hai.
Right. 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 Right.
This is the problem, right? Yeah,
Hmm.
free gyan given, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is it just gets too much of nonsense and backfast, right? When
Hmm.
when when people just talk. See, I
Hmm.
want to tell you one state. When you go emotional,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
I've seen that was some point of time with you and all the people, including myself, I've watched it.
Yeah.
When
Hmm.
you go to emotional, your intelligence start breaking.
Right.
I tell you to the entire podcast viewers,
Hmm.
please control your emotions because that is the point where you break down because your intelligence is getting broken. Means
Hmm.
your intelligence don't get empowered when you
Hmm.
highly empower your emotions. That's why
Hmm.
EQ, IQ comes in picture.
Right.
Yeah. Now, intellectual quotient. There is a
Hmm.
problem with people understanding. Let me correct.
Hmm.
Intelligence quotient, intellectual quotient.
Lecture quotient.
Different.
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 Hmm.
Nowhere in the books these little minute details have been written.
Hmm.
Because I read through, I understood there was a gap in little.
Hmm.
Means it's not because writers cannot also the authors cannot write everything. They'll assume
Right.
the reader will
No.
will
Or
digest it.
digest
Will
it. There are
digest it.
certain assumptions for the consumer always, who is consuming the
Unfortunately, yeah,
content.
we cannot
Yeah.
sit in everybody's seat
Right.
and think that everybody will know everything, or probably also
Correct.
everybody should know everything, and we cannot also produce the encyclopedia and call it as a book.
Correct.
Encyclopedia is called encyclopedia only,
Right.
and it's not
Exactly.
a small book, right?
Correct.
So that's the problem, right?
Hmm.
So what I was trying to tell you is,
Hmm.
where did we cut off? Because I went with the flow.
So the main question was, how can we become a self-motivated?
Yeah,
So
that
you,
was but
yeah.
last point I was trying to get there, and we were walking through the station actually. Yeah,
Uh, at that particular point, we were mentioned about ki you as a human have to reflect yourself. The
yeah.
self-reflection
Self
would be the
reflection is what.
where, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, so a lot of people, I said, just speak, right? That's not
Hmm.
called self reflection. True
Hmm.
self reflection comes when you really monitor your every word and action,
Action
and
and
word and action both. We all sometimes, as I said, emotional part don't break your emotion. Yeah, that's
hmm.
where we stop.
Right.
So the intelligence quotient and intellectual quotient are different. And
Hmm.
please understand, intellectual capability comes later.
Hmm.
Intelligence comes before.
Okay.
If you're intelligent, your
Intelligence.
intellectual capability is higher.
Hmm.
Means if you grow intelligent,
Hmm.
but
Hmm. Hmm.
but your intellectual capability depends on your reasoning capabilities, right? Yeah,
Reasoning capability.
fundamentally.
Yeah.
Yeah. When
Hmm.
you're highly emotional, you cannot. Your intelligence dies off. Your intellectual capability can't. That's
Hmm.
why they talk about balance of emotional quotient and your intellectual or intelligence
Intellectual.
quotient.
Right.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, because
True.
intelligence quotient is very important. You cannot be emotional and think very intelligently. No way it
Hmm.
works. Then you are only thinking emotionally. Where is the
Right.
intelligence? Gone, no.
Gone. It's got captured. Your
Yeah,
emotion
by the
everywhere.
emotions. Yeah,
Each and every decision is made by emotion now. There is no intelligence. There is no
then yeah,
practical
that's it.
analysis. There is no
That's it.
reasoning on top of it.
That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
That's the serious problem.
Hmm.
Sometimes that's why people want to come and
Hmm.
play emotions. So
Hmm.
your intelligence is getting killed.
Yeah. Right.
This is a social engineering attack.
Right. That's how scammers play because they understand most of the people
Exactly.
are
Digital
emotional.
fraud.
Exactly.
Digital
Emotional.
fraud.
Yes. They play
Digital
emotionally.
fraud. Super. This
Yes.
is what I say. Your
Yeah.
intellectual capability is coming out now. You got
Yeah.
the point. You reason upon. Digital
Yes.
fraud happened
Digital fraud happened.
wherein they try to drive you first emotional, kill your intelligence. You get
Yes.
emotional. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. I will.
Hmm.
मैं ready हूँ. किधर क्या
हाँ.
transfer करना है? बोल दिया आप. मुझको
Yes.
arrest नहीं होना चाहिए. You got
Yes.
emotional idiot, like emotional fool,
Yes.
right? They make you a
Correct.
fool out of this. Yeah, this
Yes.
is what it is, right? You need to
Hmm.
make sure that now
Hmm.
social engineering tool set. Now you said I'm a
Hmm.
cybersecurity guy. I also done my doctorate in
Yeah.
cybersecurity. Without touching cybersecurity, my stomach and my even my
Yes.
stomach has will not be happy because I cannot eat, right?
Please, sir. Go ahead.
So
Yes.
social engineering toolkit or tool
Hmm.
set, whatever you call toolkit, social
Hmm.
engineering tool set, SET they call. There are
Hmm.
so many tools they will keep it. Like you have a toolkit, right? And
Mhm.
when you keep spanners and screwdrivers and all.
Yeah.
Please understand,
Hmm.
social engineering people, real social engineering people always keep a lot of tools with them based
Mhm.
on the situation and how you act, how you
Hmm.
enact. If you're on a
Hmm.
video call, they observe your behaviors. They
Hmm.
observe whether you're looking tensed. They will change the tools.
Hmm.
They'll change the
Interesting.
scenarios to drive you to ultimately to make you
Mhm.
pay. If it's a digital fraud.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, right?
Yeah, of
Absolutely.
course.
I've seen, right?
Hmm.
I've also spoken to one of the employees who was a part of the scam. I was
Hmm.
sitting working from home, but yeah, and then I filled up the confidence and say, hey, don't pay anything, not even one
Hmm.
rupee. I said,
Hmm.
give my number and ask the guy to call me. You tell he's the officer. Call him. He wants to
Hmm.
talk to you. He never called
Yeah.
me. I know that he'll not call. When you say
Hmm.
officer, that guy got scared
Yeah.
because the problem is when you say when you say the thief was in the street and he sees the police, he'll run.
Yes.
Whether
Right.
police will catch him or not,
That's
that's
the secondary.
immaterial.
But no, it's a police. Things might get in a wrong way. It's better to run.
Yeah. Better to go other direction, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Right.
how it is. Yeah, this is
Cool.
very important. So
Hmm.
now cut it short to the self motivation. External factors use, develop your own. You become like a perpetual machine. You know
Hmm.
perpetual machine in thermodynamics. Sorry, I know thermodynamics as well, which you
Uh,
might.
I
Perpetual
don't know,
machines
sir.
are ones which don't need. They generate ideal condition.
External force
Self
they don't need. They self-generate their self energy. Autonomous.
autonomous cars. What are those autonomous cars? They drive
Okay.
themselves. What
They
are
drive
autonomous cars?
themselves. Yeah,
Yeah,
they drive automatically. We don't need to direct that at each and every. Just
you
one
become
start
an
the motor.
autonomous body. You become an
Yeah.
autonomous body. You become
Hmm.
an autonomous body. You don't need
Hmm.
You don't need external motivation factors to motivate you. You become
Hmm.
self
Hmm.
autonomous.
Hmm.
This is self
Drive.
is autonomous.
Yeah, self is autonomous. Drive the
You drive
energy from
yourself.
inside.
Your
Drive
motivation
yourself
comes from inside you.
inside. Right.
Inside
So,
you. Your motivation.
I
Yeah.
would like to understand these things, sir. Whatever you spoke about, got it correctly or not? Just want to
Yeah.
reconfirm. uh, in my life specifically, I implement this after
Yeah.
hearing from lot of great peoples like you. What could be the self motivation? There should be always one vision, like
Yeah.
the dream. What exactly want to achieve, right?
Hmm.
So many people I feel they don't have the that goal.
Yeah. Goal
What
setting.
exactly
Yeah.
what
Very
you
important.
should
Yeah.
have one goal and you have
Yeah.
to try chasing towards that goal. If you
Yeah.
know what is your goal and if you are chasing your goal, then your path will get carved automatically. Maybe you will
Yes.
fail,
Absolutely.
you have to try things. Sometimes you feel this is not going to work out, but you have to keep going, and ultimately you'll get to know that you'll feel you'll get a great peoples like you in the path which will you going to motivate you or show at least the direction
Yeah.
towards your goal. So that's
Yeah.
what I call the self motivation. You have to keep trying towards
Yep.
your specific goal, and ultimately the energy we will going
So
to feed you towards
what
that.
happens
Yeah.
you? What
Mm.
happens in this universe? I'll bring the best of the science. Physics
Perfect.
is my
Yeah.
favorite subject, and
Yes.
everything was a derivative of physics. Okay, I'm a
Yes.
major on physics also.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So everything was a derivative of physics,
Mm.
thermodynamics. Everything is physics driven,
Right.
right? So just different streams of science. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'll bring being science being my one of the motivators for me to go beyond science, right? Because there should be now. And I said this, made this statement itself beyond science to go beyond science. But first, science was the motivation. First step, second step, third step is important. Just walk through without having a second thought or self doubt. Don't have a self doubt.
Self doubt. Very dangerous.
Yeah.
Right. Mm.
Just walk. At the end of the day, some great people said, many great people, philosophers, many great practitioners said, this is what they said at the end of the day. This is what it is, right? You live, they said, you live life as if today is the last day
Yeah.
of your life.
Right.
There is a lot of meaning. And to be honest, right? See, maybe you have a brother, you have a sister, you have a big family, and then you have a sister and you have cousins, everybody, you are a giant family is living. But you always might be feeling maybe a lot of people listen to me outside, but why my own people don't listen also? There are so many so many
Yeah.
things, right? Like this running in the heads of people, and the other way also could be other way also possible. So so just don't give too much time in worrying about why the other person is not listening. And don't waste your time. Don't waste your precious time on simply thinking about somebody else where they don't give a crap. They don't give a crap. Why are you worried
Right.
about that?
Right. It's their point
That's
of view
it.
now.
Yeah, that's it.
It's yeah, right. That's it.
That's it. Why should we try to justify the entire universe? You cannot satisfy the entire universe. So if you want to make the entire universe happy, then you will not exist. And what is the value of such sacrifice or crisis that you created for your life?
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah.
Just play your own role. Just don't
Yeah,
be.
just walk through for your
Yeah.
question. Just walk, keep walking without self doubt, without raising any doubts on your path, what you're walking in. One day, when you reach to the step number 5, you get a support. But you are tired at the 100th step. Maybe you don't know how many steps more is there. Let's take you climbing on top of the hill. Somebody said this is the pinnacle point wherein you go and you will experience super force there, and you'll turn supernatural or whatever, and you want to go see in the name of whatever, Allah, Shiva. Somebody says there is Allah top of the hill. You walk down that path. Somebody says there is a Shiva on top of the hill. You walk down that path, right? Fine. But 100 steps you walk and you say, I don't know how many steps are there. I keep walking.
Right.
The self-doubt starts whether I'll reach the destination. But your energy keeps draining. But if you don't, if you have your self-motivation quotient higher and the faith and whatever the faith or the belief, what we call, your belief is strong, which will empower you. It's a willpower. Now it becomes your willpower. It's a fuel. It's a fuel for your life now.
Right.
The willpower will push you to 200 steps. Then you get a support. Natural support. Then you get rails to hold and but now you need to wait. Like you said, somebody came, I came, and sometime, and maybe somebody else was coming in the past, maybe not so powerfully influential also, or maybe they're influencing to their knowledge levels. Because that is your knowledge, your consciousness was at certain level which did not deserve to be getting that level of support. You need to understand.
True.
Yeah.
Very fair.
It's a science. Yeah. It's a science. You attract what you are.
Right.
You attract what you are.
Correct. Actually, there is always, my teachers used to say, to the class 1 student, you cannot teach 10th class subject. There is always capacity. Simple as that. Right.
Super. Yeah.
So you have
very
to
well
be.
Said. Your teacher has given a good example. Yeah.
Yes,
you just have to walk through that.
Yeah. You have to experience things. Unless you will grow, your maturity level be more enough, your grasping power will be more enough, that it's a good time to feed. You can eat so much only where
Yeah,
that's the your stomach capacity. You cannot eat beyond that.
yeah,
It's like a wastage for you, the food or any knowledge. Right. So that's how it is life. Once
yeah,
you go ahead, once you grow up little bit, once your capacity get evolved, then you can get more and more
yeah.
inside yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So the point is, there is no need for trying. There is no need for waiting for shortcuts.
Yeah.
Just patience pays off. Just walk
Mm.
through the path. Let people make any impression out of on you, out
Mm.
of their own experience. What they see you, he's an
Mm.
idiot. He's a smart guy. He's selfish, or he's very good.
Mm.
Uh, everybody makes their opinion based on their level of knowledge and exposure.
Right. Right.
That's it.
That's it. That's it.
Right. That's
True.
it. So you should not be really worried about what the world or the universe is gonna think about you.
Mm. 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 Mm.
Yeah. More important is what you think about you is more important.
That is ultimately again the gut feeling, the small happiness factor, what you think about yourself. You don't
Yeah.
need to
Yeah.
worry about the others. So now based on this, I have one interesting question. As I know you, and you mentioned about the metaphysics, and you
Yeah.
have a core passion into your motivation is science.
Yeah.
So how do you develop your interest in this, or why, like a curious question, why you love
Yeah.
science too much? What's the
Yeah.
philosophy behind this? Yeah.
Yeah, get to back to my experience there.
Yeah.
Then, with the in the university time, pre-university, I've
Hmm.
spoken to my team in the office in the knowledge sessions about how foolish I used to be. Sorry, you said metaphysics and all the other
Yeah.
beyond physics. I'm
Mm.
talking about foolishness now. How
Mm-hmm.
foolish I used to be, maybe, but
Mm-hmm.
not to a level that wherein it's not foolishness when you look
Mm-hmm.
at, because the word English what I'm playing looks like I was really foolish, right? But if you look back, right,
Mm-hmm.
you don't know regrets for whatever path you
Right. Right.
walked, right?
Right.
How
Right.
foolish I was. Why? Because I said the word I used like that, but I was not
Mm-hmm.
foolish. It's just the
Mm-hmm.
path we are walking, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Go
So
ahead.
I used to entertain people, and I had a physics exam pre-university morning. I have to
Mm-hmm.
go sit for the exam. I
Mm-hmm.
entertained a lot of these backbenchers in the
Mm-hmm.
other universities' friends
Mm-hmm.
in your area, and put up one light on top of the terrace of the house, and then
Okay.
gathered all these people who were just studying the entire physics for next day, tomorrow's exam. But I had
Mm-hmm.
already done revisions.
Okay.
Means I have done at least
Mm-hmm.
some study, and I was good at whatever I knew. So they
Okay.
all want to take help from me, explain every topic, so that they can
Mm-hmm.
go and write something in the exam.
Okay.
Something in the
Interesting.
exam.
Got
But
it.
this looks so foolish in front of the in the eyes of the other person when he say
Okay.
that
Mm-hmm.
you have an exam of your own tomorrow morning,
Mm.
and you're doing this trial and error of sitting it now, taking
Teaching.
all these nonsense questions
Yeah.
and explanations on the night, and
Mm.
not giving yourself a good sleep. Why is that
Mhm.
foolish? Not
Mm.
giving yourself a good sleep and go and
Mm.
write the exam well. You're
Right.
sitting until 4 a.m.
Oh, damn. Mm.
4 a.m. and then 4:30 a.m. everybody goes. I go
Mm.
sleep. 7:30 a.m. I wake up and I'm doing revision.
Oh, now you're taking revision.
Sorry, this video went off,
Yeah.
and I know,
Mm.
right, what was going on. And
Mm.
my parents knew because, yeah,
Mm.
I was on the top of the terrace.
Yeah.
But people thought I was always, science was very strong in me, and it's
Mm.
just that I was
Mm.
little foolish, but there was some great agenda of spirit in me that wanted to help people in crisis.
Yeah.
Always.
Yes. Yes. Right.
Always,
Yeah.
always. I'll tell you even in pre-university, even in my engineering.
Mm.
Then out of this learning, whatever has happened, and I got a score which was not like what I expected.
Mm.
Okay, and I also, because you don't sleep well, you do the mistake of rushing, and then
Right.
forgot the pencil to carry to the exam, and I wrote
Okay.
all the
Uh,
illustrations, pictorial,
with the pen.
stuff in the pen.
Mm.
Yeah, and then all this happened, and then
Mm.
when I got a decent score about distinction, but above 70, but on 75, 76, whatever. But still not up to the mark, because
Mm.
even I was going with the best tuitions, the best professor in Bangalore.
Mm.
So my father was expecting that I would get around 90 plus, right? Then
Mm.
I throw this foolishness even
Mm.
in front of him, and the score comes out all screwed up. And they were
Mm.
not happy, right? They said, "What's wrong?"
Mm.
And they
Mm.
ordered for a script.
Okay.
Script. The evaluation.
Evaluation.
Copy.
Oh, copy.
Oh yeah.
Bring that copy. What went
No,
wrong?
no. They ordered.
Acha,
We can
they
order,
ordered.
right? We can pay the
Okay.
money and
Right,
order
right, right.
university gets.
Yes, yes.
They
Right.
wanted to see, right?
Hmm.
Because they got doubt. Because they took me
Hmm.
to the
Best.
took me to the professor who was
Hmm.
teaching us tuitions, right?
Hmm.
You also told no, he was doing well in the tuitions and all. I don't know what
Hmm.
happened. I told I also wrote, but I was so
Hmm.
stupid. I did not tell. I wrote everything like
With
this
the
without a
pen.
pen there with a
Yeah.
pen, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
all this, and I did not even have eraser, nothing.
Hmm.
And I'm telling you the honest. You get a prize for what you do.
Hmm.
The prize is just coming out. So
Okay.
sometimes you're doing emotionally, right? Once again,
Hmm.
I will tell you there was emotional quotient always there. Oh, these
Right.
people are. If I help them, they'll be happy. They all passed,
Hmm.
luckily. They all passed with 35, 36
That
or
is it.
whatever, 40.
Yeah.
They
Right.
passed.
Right.
They passed the
Yeah.
physics. Yeah.
Yes.
But still, right? There's emotional part of it can train you sometimes. The emotional
Hmm.
part can also make you not look very brilliant. See, I give
Hmm.
you one more example. But
Hmm.
there is a spirit quotient to it, human quotient to it, humanity quotient
Hmm.
to it. Now, it's hit a balance where you cannot be
Hmm.
too emotional. You cannot do things, burn yourself
Hmm.
off. As I said, what is the sacrifice value when you kill yourself?
Hmm.
You don't exist and you did a sacrifice. What is that value? What is the value of such thing? And useless.
Yeah.
Means you don't have to kill. I'm telling you don't have
Hmm.
to kill yourself for showing yourself as a hero.
Hmm.
But there can be calculated sacrifices wherein you
Hmm.
can drain yourself to an extent,
Hmm.
but not to a level that you will have to kill yourself. Means
Hmm.
there is a saying,
Hmm.
there is a narration historic, when one of the kings will try to give the land, and one
Hmm.
of the lordship will
Hmm.
come and say, Bali story is there. The
Yeah. Yeah.
Kerala,
Yeah.
Kerala, they have a day for that celebration, Onam.
Unam.
So
Yes.
back in India, so I'm talking about the story. This can be
Hmm.
also applicable for the entire universe we are living in.
Yeah.
When he tries to say, oh, the lordship has come, some uh, great person, it could be a person also, right? Because
Hmm.
human form
Yeah.
has come in a human form, and he say, great person has come in, and he's asking me, give me,
3 feet.
you are known for, you're known for giving
Hmm.
without any questions, or you just give. You are very generous. Now
Hmm.
I will ask you, can you give me something? Yeah, he says, yeah, fine, I'll
Hmm.
give you. But his guru will come and interrupt, and he says, no, there is a
No.
rule for giving also. Yeah, rule
Yes.
for
Hmm.
giving also. You
Hmm.
cannot
Hmm.
just say yes for everything. You get it?
Hmm.
There is always, you cannot go kill yourself for the sake of, but
Hmm.
a great sacrifice done by him got him a great name.
Name. Yes.
But that is later.
That is later. First, he has to
Uh,
sacrifice. Has to go
yeah,
down
yeah.
completely. Then,
Maybe,
yeah.
maybe my path, whatever I walked, like this kind of sacrifices I did the entire lifetime. Many don't know. Even your brothers will not know. Your own
Hmm.
mother will, father, mother and father will know because I was sitting on the terrace, and they
Hmm.
might. I can make them recall, right?
Hmm.
But not everything everybody will know about you. I'm telling you.
Hmm.
I had spoken last week in one of the conversation. I asked the employee,
Hmm.
"Are you a highest truth for your mother?" I asked. There was
Hmm.
one conversation going on. There was some
Hmm.
brainstorming going on. Are
Yeah.
you a highest truth for your mother? Yeah, yes. He said. I said, what a blunder it is to say
Hmm.
that. I said, you were not even born when your mother was born. I said,
Hmm.
when
Right.
he was born only later, and
Yes.
after so many years, how can you become a highest truth for her?
Of course.
Yeah.
Correct.
So you were a twin born. If you're a
Hmm.
twin born together, still each of them cannot become a highest truth for themselves. They can be highest truth for themselves, but not
Hmm.
for anybody else, because you only know what you do, everything by inch by inch.
Hmm. No one others
Nobody
can
else
know
know.
that.
No
No one
way.
others need to know also.
So
Like,
bloody then
yeah,
get the crap out. Somebody asked me, can you be a proxy? I said, how can I be a proxy for somebody else?
not possible.
Achievements
Yeah.
and all, right? Yeah, because I'm wise. Now,
Yes.
wisdom, back to wisdom.
Hmm.
I can connect well because that's the quality I've developed out of practices. Consistency brings a great reward. The one
Hmm.
reward which gets you is makes you very powerfully conscious.
Consistency.
Yeah,
Yeah.
consistency makes you very powerfully conscious. When people come in front of me, I do get to know what their thought process are because I can just
Hmm.
watch them. And it's like, I'll tell you, right? When you go near the furnace,
Hmm.
furnace, furnace where the metal is boiling, you
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
close to it. Even before
Hmm.
you go close to it, you get to know there is a heat
Something.
where
Yes.
there is
Correct.
heat and there is a furnace or something boiling there.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
how it is. You become
Right.
sensitive to sniffing dog, sniffing dog or sniffing dog, get that sensitivity. They can just smell far away.
Right.
They can sniff it off and say,
Right.
there is something wrong,
True.
right? This is the practice. This has come with the practice. Everything is with the practice.
True, sir.
So how are you running on the time, by the way?
Yeah, I think we have more 10 minutes if you are good with that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I just wanted to ask you as a bit of a value, respect for time.
Yes, yes,
Respect for
exactly.
time. Yeah,
True. So, thanks for answering this particular interest towards your science in the great detail. So, I have a couple of things as well. As I know, you have read a lot of books as well, and you mentioned the conversion as well. You used to read a lot of books. So, what I would like to ask, what are your most favorite books like you are often reading? Yeah.
Uh, one of the filmmate of yours also asked me this question
Okay.
that day when we were sitting in the flight,
Okay.
talking. Do you read books and what? And many people asked. I think, or in many scenarios, whenever we have a coffee, they always ask me. But I'm not that person like others. I will keep a track of those books, names and all. I just love to read some topic or some book, and I just read it for my happiness. And what I do is I forget about everything else apart from what I learned in that book. I don't
Exactly.
really carry titles in my
Yeah.
head. Why? Because I don't want to impress anybody saying, I read this book, have you
Yeah.
read this
Yeah.
book? And now,
True. So, Nick,
so, but still, these days, I do a lot of tech as well as science fiction, also sci-fi books I've read in the past. Because that's the evolution process. I started reading iRobotics. There was a movie on that also. Isaac Asimov's books, because science fiction is what was motivating me. Wow,
Okay.
robots, that, this and all. Because I took my specialization, elective also robotics and my engineering, and then I scored the best in that. And
Interesting.
anybody luckily watches my from the university will acknowledge back saying I was a top scorer on that. Because that is a motivation, self-motivation. It's not external motivation now to power you once again. To get the self-motivation, you should have self-interest in that, not the
Right.
push from external world. Anything comes external world is external motivation. Intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. That's what we call in the management subject. First it starts extrinsic, then it should become intrinsic. If you don't move, all the external things happen, training happens, right? If things don't move internally, you don't learn anything. You don't grow wise. I'm telling you. People don't grow wise because nothing is implemented in them. It's only for other people world.
Yeah, internal is
Other
very
people.
important. Intrinsic, as you mentioned.
Have you seen
right.
people putting big banners outside, say, of Vivekananda and all the greatest people, saying, putting banners of other people in the front or on top of their mopeds or on the cars and all this? Such a foolishness, I'll tell you, people have. So you should put the banner in your heart. That's
True.
inside you. Instead of putting banners for others.
True.
True
Very
worship comes there.
Yes.
True worship and
comes.
true practice comes there. Yeah.
True, sir.
A lot of artificial people, I'm telling you, are living it.
Yeah.
The entire billion, trillion population or whatever, right? Billion. In India, it's a billion, right? So we are seeing, and the biggest problem is none of this consciousness, this education system has to evolve. Very, very important. The moral science subjects used to be there, and it exists even now. But the moral science should be literally making people understand why moral knowledge is important, why they should become moral driven, right?
Yeah. So again, sorry, we are actually so far too close to our 60 minutes, but I'll try to wrap few questions very quickly, sir.
Yeah.
One key important thing I would like to ask you, sir, as you have already given a lot of knowledge in this session, but as a 25 or 24-year-old girl or boy, what skill set we must need to acquire or try to learn in this era, considering all the different factors in tech term or in non-tech term, or as you mentioned now, the moral as well. So what is your take on that, sir? For our
24, 25 years people, unfortunately or fortunately, no, never use a negative word. Always equate with the positive. Fortunately, they are fortunate enough to have so much material world driven with a lot of gadgets and all this. So technology, before you learn any technology or you want to master yourself. first you know who you are, what you want to be.
Okay. Okay.
Many
Interesting.
people just look at
Uh,
other people. Akshay is
yeah.
good at blockchain,
Yeah.
and somehow I want to become like Akshay. And somebody said Amitabh Bachchan is the best actor. I want to become like you. Become
Yeah.
yourself, don't become
Yeah.
anybody else. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's the first thing I will say is first,
Mhm.
please understand yourself, because you cannot be
Mm.
anybody else. Everybody is unique.
Yeah.
Instead of you, if you want to just once again put a mask of Amitabh Bachchan on you, would you become Amitabh Bachchan?
No, of course not. No.
You would never become Amitabh Bachchan.
It's a one.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So, and from technology, any
Mm.
technologies, as you asked me, how many
Mm.
books, thousands of scriptures and books I've learned, technology and
Mm.
everything, right?
Mhm.
Now, there was time wherein I could read one book, 600 pages in a
Mm.
daytime.
Mhm.
Passion and eager to
Huge.
learn.
Yeah.
I was very eager to learn, right? That drew
Mhm.
me that level of, and I could very quickly digest the text in that,
Okay.
skim through fast, and just not
Yeah.
skim, also read through. Actually, skimming
Interesting.
is just, yeah. But the problem point is, you can be like this only when you really understand yourself first.
Self-driven. You should know what you are doing. The goal. The things should be
Become
sorted.
autonomous human being.
Autonomous
Ah,
human being. Then only you
ah,
can do this speed and it'll grab a
yeah,
lot of things.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
autonomous cars are more, on demand than
Mm.
anything else, and do they cost lesser than the normal cars?
No,
They cost
more.
higher,
Yeah, of course.
more. Yeah, you
Yeah.
get it. You are more value when you're unique.
Yeah. When you are automated, when you're self-automated, then
Yeah,
you are
yeah,
more valuable than any
yeah.
other.
You can do great
Mm.
technology builds, right?
Mm.
I am telling you, I have great ideas in my brain. I don't, to be honest, time is the biggest killing
Mm.
factor for all of us. I don't.
Mm.
If I tell I don't have time, I'll be wrong. I did have
Mm.
time to go visit these people yesterday for a catch
Mm.
up,
Mm.
company,
Right.
but making time for everything, yeah, it's been
That's the
difficult. 24
skill.
hours, and
Yes.
we have
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
many things running on our head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
crazy. But
Crazy.
try to not keep empty.
Mm.
Try to occupy. Yeah, and keep learning something. Doesn't matter what you learn, right?
Mm.
A, a piece of it learned is an add-on. Or
Add
drop
on.
by drop makes to pond. That's it.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah,
There is a say in Hindi like "boon
yeah,
boon se sagar bharta hai." Same thing.
exactly. That's what
Yes. Yeah.
I meant
Yes.
to. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Cool.
one last thing, sir, I
Yeah,
would like to understand from you. Uh, as personally, I know you read a lot of spiritual books, right? You have the interest in that. So you are more into the science as well. So,
yeah.
what is your take? What is your take on this particular topic when we say a lot of I heard from different experts, uh,
Mm.
spirituality versus science. Is it both same thing, or what is
Uh,
your take on
No,
this with
very,
respect to
very
you? Yeah,
important question. Very,
yeah,
very important. The world needs this question.
yeah.
The spiritual thing has been spoiled. When you hear a
Okay.
word spiritual, people think you
Mm,
go now, sorry to say, you go to this
Mhm.
saffron team, or you
Mm.
do something, and now we are
Mm.
bifurcating human beings among human beings, right? At
Mm.
the end of
Right.
the day, when I ask you a question, if I
mm,
ask you among the choice of good and bad, between good
mm.
and bad, which one you make, you will make good only choice.
True.
So then if somebody puts a spiritual tag on their head and they come to you and
Mm.
they're bad, would you now still prefer them?
Mm. No.
So the spirituality and all this has been spoiled. Religion is like a
Mm.
small a fish in a fish ball. It's like a
Mm.
goldfish put in a small fish ball, constrained by the size of the fish ball and by
Mm.
the water volume. Everything is constrained. It cannot
Mm.
move outside of that, and it cannot think outside of it. Religion
Right.
also is the same problem. Everything is
Mm.
constrained. Human doesn't want to. A lot of people who wanted to bifurcate to rule, rule the
Mm.
kingdoms and rule, and then
Mm.
bifurcate people, divide and rule, and
Mm.
this entire thing has been created. The one
Mm.
who's really spiritual will
Mm.
look at human as human than anything else.
Exactly. Great,
Real
great say, sir.
spiritual. Even
Great
the
sense.
same thing was there in Sanatana Dharma. That's why I said
Yeah.
oldest of the religion. Oldest.
Mm.
Sanatana is the oldest of the religion.
Oldest.
There
Yeah.
is no religion, right? Sanatana Dharma is just Dharma.
Dharma
It's
is
not religion
dharma.
at all.
It's not
Yeah.
religion.
Means
True.
Dharma is your responsibility to everything. That's it.
Everything, even animal,
Yeah.
small creature,
Yeah.
stuff like
That's the Dharma.
everything is same for you.
That's the
That's
Dharma. Where
what
is
I
that it
believe.
says religion? All the
Yeah.
other things are, they want to rule people. They want to
Yeah.
destroy the consciousness. Means
Mm.
they don't want people to evolve their consciousness, or somebody
Mm.
evolving also destroy them. That's what happened with
Mm.
Dr. Ambedkar also during his times. He
Yeah.
faced the same
Yeah.
problem, but
Lot of
he
struggle.
broke those
Mm.
challenges, right? And
Yes.
he evolved.
Right. Right. self-consciousness. He evolved his self-consciousness
No,
to
that's why
back.
you could write
Yeah.
brilliant. I
Mm.
wrote some frameworks because I
Mm.
also was in the same team. And I get
Right.
motivated by all these people, Vivekananda,
Mm.
all this in the
Right.
land where we born. And
Right.
also internationally, Tesla was one of my greatest motivator from the science. Yeah, I've got
Amazing,
so
sir.
many motivators.
Mm.
You know, I've read through all of their
Mhm.
life biographies or whatever you call, right? The story, life story, how they face challenges and all. And last but
Mhm.
not the least, I'll tell you,
Mm.
if you are a very strong person, you will always have a problem to face. Tesla also faced the same problem. General
Mhm.
Electric, because he wanted to say, he said electricity should be free. The
Mm.
commercial aspect, General Electric was already selling electricity. They want to
Mm.
shut his mouth off, right?
Mm.
Because we are
Right.
making profit. You are trying to
Right.
now screw
Why?
us up.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Our whole business model will go away if you if you try to bring this
You
system
know what?
openly. Yeah.
Genius is
Mm.
always a genius, irrespective.
Yeah.
The commercial aspect will be less. The genius.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
True.
Cool.
Perfect. Perfect. So one last question.
Yeah.
What will be your advice for the audience who are just, let's say, graduated, or those who are already in the initial days of their corporates?
Yeah.
What would be your advice
They
for
need
them?
to need to make time for themselves first.
Mhm.
Keep the mobiles out a bit,
Okay.
and then sit and just think what they really want to be, or want to
Mm.
become or be. Be
Okay.
and become. Be is now,
Mm.
and become is later.
Okay.
Want to be now, present.
Be on to now, yeah, and
Now,
become
now.
later. Now,
Yeah, you want to
yes.
be mobile freak?
Hmm.
Keep changing mobiles. I don't know
Mm.
what freak you want to be, or crazy for what, right? But most important factor is you become human first, and then become anything else, doctor or engineer or scientist or anything. Abdul Kalam.
Amazing, sir. Amazing, sir.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
Great, great.
Theme of Abdul Kalam was always that.
Yes,
You have to
yes,
be a good
yes.
human first.
Human first.
Yeah.
A.P.J Abdul Kalam sir is my greatest
Yeah.
inspiration. I used
Yeah.
to read a lot about them, and they said same thing. Be
Yeah, I
human
was.
first. Yeah.
I gave a book when I was leaving Wipro to my manager, The Wings of Fire, Abdul Kalam. He was looking
Exactly.
at
That's
why did you give this book? His face was like wings,
wings. Yeah,
of
yeah,
fire
yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah.
at
Wings of
fire
fire
or
only.
whatever.
Yes.
Maybe he thought wings at fire.
Oh, no,
Wings
no.
at fire, wings of
Wings
fire,
at fire.
wings at
Yes.
fire. It's once again perception.
Perception.
What you perceive is what I give you. Good things, you perceive negative, then it's negative only.
It's other person how they are perceiving thing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Even though if
Receive is
you
also important.
receiver is important. True, sir.
Okay. Cool.
Again, thank you so much, sir, for
No problem.
your
Welcome.
valuable knowledge and great knowledge sharing, sir. It's literally valuable. I would like to revise this podcast again and learn a lot of things and try to implement a lot of good things in our individual life and try to promote the happiness and that the quotient things and self-awareness, that self-driven or
Reflection, masteries and
self-automation,
all this. Yeah.
reflection, whatever the great points you have made, we'll try to articulate in a proper way through this podcast. Thank
Cool.
you so much,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you
Yeah.
very much, Akshay. Much appreciated. We'll connect later sometime. Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for
Thank
the
you so
time.
much.
Take care.
Yeah.
Bye.